Alright, so this is going to be the video instructions for NTI's days 26 and 27. This is Populations and Resources, Chapter 1, Lesson 4. So go ahead and click into Chapter 1, and we are in 1.4, Births and Deaths in the Jellyfish Population. The first thing that you are going to do is you're going to go into the warm-up, and you're going to see down here that there is a graph about honeybees and their population decreasing. You're going to see there's two questions down here that you need to answer based on that graph and what you think is causing this population decrease. Go ahead and click hand in when you are done. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to watch a video. This is not in your Amplify. This is going to be attached in the Google Classroom separately, like always. And the idea of this video is that it is impossible for scientists and ecologists to count every single organism in a population. There's no way to do that, especially when there's so many. So they have to do something called sampling to get an accurate account of how much is in a population, and that video will go in and explain that for you. The second thing, or the second activity, is going to be, and you can see you have a definition right there of a sample, is going to be a little evidence card thing, and you can see I already clicked on it, and I'll actually delete that to make it clear. So, well, it won't let me. Regardless, you have two evidence cards here. You have evidence card A and evidence card B. The idea is that you want to comment and figure out which of these two evidence cards would give you a more accurate count. So right here, the evidence card A, it says that the jellies are counted in one location near the shore. Is that going to give you an accurate count of the entire population in the sea? And then down here it says that it's counted in 8 different locations throughout the sea. Would this give you a more accurate count of the entire population? It's up to you. You see right here they give you two charts of the population growth. The thing that you are doing is, and it's mad at me, you are clicking the plus sign, which will add this annotation box, and you're going to make a comment based on which of the two evidence cards, A or B, is going to give you a more accurate count. And you're going to click hand in. For activity 3 and 4, you are actually not doing anything in Amplify. Activity 3 and 4 is going to be completed outside of Amplify, and it's going to be using this Google Slides presentation. You're going to see you have two slides, one on moon jellies and one on honeybees. The idea is that you're going to use these tokens down here to drag and show what happens in these populations to either cause it to be stable, to decrease, and to increase. We've talked a lot about this and how deaths and births can make the population increase and decrease. A little quick reminder, if a population has more deaths going on, that's going to cause it to decrease. If you have more animals dying out, the population will not be able to grow. Vice versa of that, if you have more deaths happening, that means your population is going to keep increasing. If you have the same or a close number of births and deaths happening at the same time, that's going to keep a stable number, and it's going to keep the number about the same as far as how many animals you have or organisms, whatever we are talking about. So this is a little tricky, so pay attention to this part. The idea of the activity is you're going to drag the tokens to the appropriate spot. And you can see you have 6 squares in each, and you have enough tokens to fill each square. So all of these tokens should be moved up, and nothing should be down here. When I click on it, you can see that it is surrounded in this box. If your mouse does not look like this, it's, like that, it's like a cross, it will not move. So you want it to look like that, and then you can actually physically move up the token and put it in the box where you think it belongs. And remember, you're modeling what needs to happen in a population for it to either increase or decrease. The B's represent births and the X's represent deaths. And you literally physically drag and drop. Okay. And I'm going to click undo just to keep it fresh, but that's how you do that. And make sure you turn that in the Google Classroom. And then there is the next thing, which is the self-assessment. just a quick kind of checking your understanding of where you're at, because this is the last lesson for this chapter. So it's a good quick little review. Yes, you have to do it even though it says optional. And then you are going to do the optional homework too, which is a family homework experience. You don't actually really have to do this with your family, but the idea is that you're going to think about some populations that might be around your house or a park near you. We've learned a lot about populations, how they fluctuate, going up, going down, and things like that. So you're just kind of making a quick little list here of some organisms and populations that are around your house. You could have insects, ants, birds, anything, raccoons, and you're going to go through and fill out each of these scenarios. And click hand in, and then that'll be it.